of noise that is ongoing in Zimbabwe. Guess what? Retired General Chiwenga seems not to be phased, and he seems not to actually pay attention to a lot of noise going in. Tagwirei is hitting the campaign trail, most probably exposing his manifesto as actually confusing as it is. General Chiwenga seems not to be phased by what is currently going on in Zimbabwe. Themba Mliswas are fighting missiles left, right, and center. Mnangagwa is meeting specifically over retired General Chiwenga. He seems by all these activities. The man is cool, calm, and collected. I think that's how I can define how Chiwenga is actually responding to all of this. Does he have a plan? That's the first question. In what is ongoing at the moment, and I know it's confusing a lot of people. It has to actually confuse a lot of people, because as Zimbabwe politics, people are still failing to understand what Zimbabwe politics is all about. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we film live, you become the very first one to watch. So according to the state media, retired General Chiwenga, that is, who is the vice president, arrived in South Africa to lead Zimbabwe's delegation to this year's G20 summit, where the world's most established economies will gather to chart a sustainable and inclusive economic sector. He was welcomed by South Africa's Deputy Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, that is Thandi Moraka. Now, we know that Chiwenga would be in South Africa, it is said, for the G20 summit. And also being in South Africa, I'm not saying that is what he will do. This presents him with an opportunity to meet a lot of his stakeholders, especially who are in hiding in South Africa. I'm quite sure quite a number of war veterans that Emerson Mnangagwa is hunting them down. They are in South Africa, though I cannot confirm who and who, but most of them they are in foreign land. So this may be actually an opportunity for him to also meet with his allies. When it comes to retired general, even if that happens, they would never show you that that indeed happened. Now, Tagwirei is convinced. Today he was in Harare, gathering a lot of crowds, and he couldn't feed all of them. They were fighting over for chicken slice. But Chiwenga, in the midst of this, is quiet. I've seen some, they have gone to an extent of actually saying, Tagwirei seems to be overtaking retired General Chiwenga. You don't understand the politics of Zimbabwe. I will simply say this. In 2017, did you hear retired General Chiwenga talking much? People should, history actually determines the future. It's very important for people to interact, especially with political history, because it's fundamental in understanding what is ongoing at the moment. During the tenure of Robert Gabriel Mugabe, we saw a lot of insults conveyed to actually the military, as well as also to individuals such as Mnangagwa, whom then they were working with retired General Chiwenga. But we never saw any response from the other faction, looking at especially the rallies that were done by Grace Mugabe, you would think that there is absolutely nothing that Mnangagwa can do at that moment. He was finished. It made things worse when Robert Gabriel Mugabe took the decision to fire Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, only to come back after a few weeks. So let me underscore this. Definitely, I can assure you that behind the scenes, retired General Chiwenga is meeting with his allies. Something is being cooked behind the scenes. And I'm sure even the Mnangagwa's intelligence is desperate to know exactly what is being cooked. But the feeling also to find, even up to today, as much as Mnangagwa is making political decisions, some who are saying these political decisions are meant to actually write off retired General Chiwenga politically in Zimbabwe. This has been said a long time ago, but we have never seen this coming to light. Remember, up to today, according to Chris Mutswangwa's press statement, as much as he was lashing out at retired General Chiwenga and the Tagwirei, most probably him being one of the individuals who is also aspiring to be a president one day, he made this fundamental point that up to today, Mnangagwa has not endorsed 2030 term extension. He still maintains that in 2030, not 2030 rather, he still maintains that in 2028, if ever it is up to 2028, he will hand over power. But I must also underscore that he should never be taken seriously, especially about saying he will hand over power, because what is done by his allies, permitting it, and most probably participating in terms of funding the activities, simply shows us that it is the product of a grand strategy from the bedroom of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. So, in my humble opinion, as much as Mnangagwa is endangering other people's children's lives, I'm telling you, and it will end in tears. Zimbabwe politics has not been a democratic politics. It has never been, especially when it comes to succession. You can do all things in the name of democracy, they don't work. Grace Mugabe did it, convening a lot of people, psychologically bullying the then Lacoste. Did it work? It did not work. Equally so today, Tagwirei is busy also imitating the same playbook that was actually read and implemented by the G20 faction. And ironically, you know, what happened in 2017 and what happens now is synonymous if you are looking at it. Professor Jonathan Moy was on the wrong side in 2017. Equally so today, he has joined the wrong side again. And most of the people who were part of the G40 in ZANU-PF, they have also returned. They are on the side of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. This it's almost, it's like you are watching that movie which you saw playing before, being replayed again. They can campaign, they can do all they want, but I must underscore this, that it's not going to be a ballot box that will decide who takes over from Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. People should forget about that. Those who are doing so, if I know they listen to this channel, a lot of them, you are gambling and gambling with your life. That one, it would never actually work. That's why the people who are competing it, they know about that. They're just quiet, observing you, watching you, doing whatever you do. When they take a decision, to come after you, it will be so imminent, it will be so fast. They will hit them fast and strong without them realizing. It will be so imminent, and it will surprise a lot of people. That's what I can say at the moment. These are my predictions. I mean, based on my instincts. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the